Welcome to Vina Home Garden. Transform your outdoor and indoor spaces into thriving, beautiful havens with our gardening tips, DIY projects, and creative home decor ideas. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Vina Home Garden offers practical advice, step-by-step tutorials, and inspiration to make your space bloom. What we cover: easy gardening tips for beginners, creative landscaping ideas, indoor plant care, DIY garden decor projects, seasonal planting guides, budget-friendly home garden transformations. Join our community of plant lovers and home enthusiasts. Subscribe now to get weekly updates and inspiration to grow your dream garden. A minimalist Japanese front yard garden is more than a visual retreat. It is a living expression of harmony, balance, and mindfulness. Designed with simplicity at its core, this type of garden eliminates excess and focuses on natural beauty. Every stone, plant, and path serves a purpose, symbolizing peace and clarity. The minimalist approach invites calm reflection and transforms an ordinary front yard into a sanctuary for the senses. Japanese garden design draws deeply from Zen philosophy, emphasizing restraint and natural flow. Unlike Western gardens that may celebrate abundance, a Japanese minimalist garden finds beauty in emptiness and imperfection, a concept known as Wabi-Sabi. Each element is chosen not for decoration, but for meaning and function. The design inspires mindfulness, encouraging one to slow down and appreciate the quiet grace of nature's simplicity. The pathway in a Japanese front yard garden is more than a way to the door. It's a symbolic journey. Stone pavers are often placed irregularly, guiding footsteps naturally and slowing one's pace. The gaps between stones may be filled with moss or fine gravel, creating contrast and texture. Subtle curves lead the eyes and the body toward the home, evoking curiosity and contemplation. Walking this path becomes a meditative act, a gentle transition from the outer world to inner peace. Stones are the soul of a Japanese garden, representing permanence and strength. Large rocks may stand as mountains, while smaller stones and gravel mimic flowing rivers. In minimalist designs, white gravel raked into clean, flowing patterns brings a sense of movement and quiet rhythm. The arrangement of stones is deliberate, reflecting the natural world in miniature. Their stillness anchors the space, inviting viewers to pause and breathe. Water, or the suggestion of it, adds a soothing presence to the garden. A small bamboo fountain, known as a shurshuro-doshi, can gently trickle into a stone basin, creating a meditative sound. In some minimalist gardens, water is represented by rippled sand or gravel instead of actual streams. This abstraction allows visitors to feel calm without distraction. The water element, whether real or symbolic, embodies renewal and the continuous flow of life. Planting in a minimalist Japanese garden is guided by restraint and purpose. Instead of bright, blooming flowers, the garden features shades of green, evergreens, moss, bamboo, and dwarf pines. These plants create year-round structure and evoke a timeless quality. The goal is to harmonize textures rather than colors. Each plant is carefully placed to balance height, density, and light. The result is a soothing, meditative palette of greens that changes subtly with the seasons. A minimalist Japanese front yard garden is designed to complement the architecture of the home. Clean lines, natural materials, and neutral tones create a seamless flow from indoors to outdoors. Sliding doors or large windows often face the garden, allowing the view to become part of the living space. The garden acts as a visual extension of the home, a breathing space where simplicity meets structure. This connection between nature and architecture defines the essence of Japanese modern living. As daylight fades, the garden transforms through soft, ambient lighting. Subtle ground lights highlight stone paths and garden edges, while lanterns add warmth to the overall scene. In a minimalist design, lighting is never overpowering. It enhances rather than dominates. Shadows and reflections are used intentionally to create depth and serenity. The gentle glow at night mirrors the calmness of moonlight, offering a quiet invitation to reflect or unwind. Minimalism does not mean absence of care. It requires attention and mindfulness. Regular pruning, careful cleaning, and stone raking maintain the purity of the space. Moss must be kept moist, gravel patterns refreshed, and fallen leaves removed. This ongoing interaction deepens the gardener's connection to the landscape. The act of maintenance itself becomes a form of meditation, reinforcing the philosophy of harmony between man and nature. A minimalist Japanese front yard garden offers more than beauty. It offers a way of life. Its simplicity reminds us to slow down, appreciate silence, and find meaning in the present moment. The sound of rustling leaves, the smooth curve of a stone, the gentle play of light all invite stillness and gratitude. In a world filled with noise and clutter, this garden stands as a sanctuary of serenity and mindfulness. Living with such design is not about having less, but about having what truly matters. In a minimalist Japanese front yard garden, space is as meaningful as form. Empty areas, known as create breathing room that enhances the presence of each stone, tree, and texture. This intentional openness is what gives the garden its meditative depth. Instead of clutter or excess, the garden invites the viewer to embrace stillness and notice the subtleties in shadow, wind, and sound. Every feature in a Japanese garden carries symbolic weight. Rocks often stand for mountains, gravel for rivers, and small bridges for the journey of life. Minimalist gardens reduce these forms to their essence, allowing symbolism to emerge naturally. This quiet storytelling connects human emotion to the eternal flow of nature, creating a landscape that speaks through silence rather than grandeur. Bamboo plays a vital role in minimalist garden design, valued for its clean lines and flexible strength. It appears as fences, fountains, and edging, blending seamlessly with stone and wood. The gentle rustle of bamboo in the breeze adds life to stillness, a sound that encourages mindfulness. When used sparingly, bamboo's vertical rhythm balances the garden's horizontal flow, creating perfect harmony between elements. Moss is one of the most tranquil features in a Japanese garden. Its soft texture and deep green tones evoke age and quiet endurance. In minimalist front yards, moss replaces grass to reduce maintenance and enhance natural calm. When it grows between stepping stones or beneath trees, it gives the garden an ancient, sacred feeling like a place untouched by time. Placing stones in a Japanese garden is both science and art. Each rock is chosen for its shape, texture, and weight, then positioned with deep thought. Triangular groupings often symbolize balance, while flat stones suggest stillness. The space between them is just as important as the stones themselves. Through thoughtful arrangement, the designer captures the spirit of mountains, islands, and the Earth's timeless rhythm. A hallmark of minimalist Japanese design is the art of framing views. Trees, fences, and walls are placed to create intentional sightlines, guiding the eye toward focal points. A small lantern, a stone basin, or a single maple tree may become the centerpiece. This technique, called shakiai or borrowed scenery, integrates surrounding landscapes like distant trees or sky into the composition, expanding the sense of space. Unlike Western gardens rich in floral variety, a minimalist Japanese garden relies on tonal harmony. The palette is dominated by green, gray, brown, and soft earth hues. A pop of red from a Japanese maple or the seasonal bloom of a camellia may appear briefly, offering beauty that fades naturally. This restraint in color enhances emotional calm and celebrates nature's quiet palette. Sound plays an invisible yet powerful role. The trickle of water, the soft hum of insects, and the rustling of leaves form a living soundtrack. Even silence becomes part of the design, an auditory space that deepens awareness. In minimalist gardens, sound is used to ground the visitor in the present moment, transforming everyday noise into a symphony of serenity. Boundaries in a Japanese front yard garden are not about exclusion, but subtle separation. Low bamboo fences, wooden screens, or stone walls define the space while preserving openness. These boundaries create a sense of intimacy without blocking light or air. By filtering the outside world, they protect the peace within, allowing the homeowner to experience nature privately yet freely. The minimalist Japanese garden embraces all 4 seasons. In spring, soft greens awaken. In summer, shade and water bring coolness. Autumn introduces fiery leaves, and winter offers stark simplicity. Each transformation is gentle, reminding observers that beauty is impermanent. Instead of resisting change, the garden celebrates it, turning time itself into part of the design. Stone lanterns, or toro, serve both functional and symbolic roles. Their warm light guides guests along paths, while their form honors tradition and craftsmanship. In a minimalist layout, only 1 or 2 lanterns are used, each placed where shadow and reflection enhance their quiet beauty. Other ornaments, such as simple basins or stepping stones, follow the same philosophy: elegance through restraint. For many, tending a Japanese garden is a meditative act. Sweeping gravel, pruning shrubs, or arranging stones becomes a ritual of mindfulness. The physical actions reflect inner stillness, aligning body and spirit. A minimalist front yard offers this same opportunity daily, turning routine maintenance into moments of peace and presence. The relationship between light and shadow is vital in minimalist Japanese gardens. Morning sunlight filtering through leaves, or the long evening shadows across raked gravel, create ever-changing art. The garden is never static, it moves gently with the sun, wind, and seasons. Observing these quiet transitions becomes an ongoing source of reflection and joy. The beauty of a minimalist Japanese garden lies in balance between human intention and natural form. While it appears untouched, every detail is designed with precision. The gardener's hand shapes nature just enough to reveal its essence. This delicate balance teaches humility and respect for the natural world, core principles of Japanese aesthetics. Even a small front yard can embody the spirit of a Japanese garden. Compact layouts rely on careful proportion, perspective, and layering. A single tree, a modest stone basin, and a strip of gravel can evoke vast landscapes. Minimalism turns limitation into opportunity, proving that serenity doesn't require size, only intention and clarity. A minimalist Japanese front yard is more than decoration. It bridges home and environment. From the doorway, the garden view sets the mood, calm, orderly, and reflective. It welcomes guests with quiet grace and reminds residents daily of nature's rhythm. This connection nurtures mental clarity and emotional balance, bringing outdoor tranquility into indoor life. At the heart of Japanese design lies Wabi-Sabi, the appreciation of imperfection and impermanence. A weathered stone, a fallen leaf, or the patina on a basin adds authenticity. Rather than striving for flawless beauty, the garden honors time's gentle touch. This mindset encourages acceptance and gratitude, both essential for inner peace. Ultimately, a minimalist Japanese front yard garden is a living sanctuary, a place where form, silence, and nature meet. It reminds us that peace begins with simplicity and awareness. Whether enjoyed in passing or in deep contemplation, it renews the spirit with every glance. The garden stands as a quiet teacher, showing that in simplicity lies infinite beauty and lasting serenity.